We are at Fleming Engineering today. Is that how you call yourself, as a Fleming?
Fleming Ag.
Fleming Ag is the time
as
name.
an agricultural.
Now, we haven't met before because way back at Balmoral, New Holland surprised us with this T6 tractor that we weren't sure we were getting. And it was actually David we met who looks after sales in England, whatever he was doing at Balmoral. He must have been looking for a few days off, but I quickly said, here, we need a trailer for this tractor, and you agreed and gave us a trailer, so we're just leaving it back. But could you explain a little who you are, what your role within the business is, and tell us a little bit about Fleming Ag?
Well, my name is Jonathan Leckie. I'm the managing director here.
So you're the big boss?
Well, I'm not the big boss. Our chairman, George Fleming, is obviously a member of the Fleming family, and who have a long history of engineering and farm machinery, over 150 years now. But I'm the person who's responsible for anything that goes wrong.
So he's the big boss, you're the big boss, and
yes.
David's just the boss.
Well, David actually is he's the boss of the sales and market, and obviously he's a long history, David, of being involved in agriculture, and he's really taken on the role here of developing both our products and our markets, particularly in the UK.
Well, as I say, look, we did borrow the trailer, and as I say, we're only leaving it back there today. Gary brought it back up with our lorry and low loader. We had a great time with it, to be honest with you. It was a 14-ton trailer, which is the biggest trailer I think you make.
The biggest trailer that we do at the moment, yes, as such. We have quite a good history now in trailers. We're making trailers now that last maybe 15 years, but to date the 14-ton is the largest trailer that we're manufacturing. But
am I right in saying, has David been talking out of turn? Is there plans?
There is plans indeed, yes. 2019, yes, there'll be higher capacity trailers on offer, albeit in a very limited production run next year. But yes, the plan is to grow our trailers both in volume and in size. One of the big benefits of this company is that a lot of us are from a farming background. So ultimately, if you get a product out on the market, it has to do what you say it's going to do. So we're always very cautious about new products. We like to bring out a prototype. We like to have it about different farms and different scenarios and see how it does. And that's usually followed by a very small sort of pre-production batch where we'll be very selective to who gets the product, because the ultimate aim for us is to have well-designed, value-for-money products out in the marketplace that are doing the job that people want them to do. And we take a lot of pride in that, and to ensure that every product that leaves this factory is able to do the job that we have designed it to.
We married up the 14-ton trailer to the T6, which was the new dynamic command offering from New Holland, and we know that yourselves and New Holland have worked together in the past for some marketing purposes, but we felt it was a fantastic match. It was a 4-cylinder turbo tractor, which previously that would have been a 6-cylinder, and just the weight and the ratio and the advancements they had made, we just felt it worked extremely well and towed very nice. So is that product of trailers, are you tankers as well, or where?
Well, we're not a company that specialises in any particular product. I know you've visited lots of different factories in your tours, and you probably find that quite a lot of them are focused on one particular product or another. It's not the strategy that we have here in this organisation. We tend to provide a service of a range of different products. So therefore, we do tankers, we do trailers, but we also are very famous in the marketplace, obviously, for our bale handling and our toppers and our link boxes and our yard scrapers and all that sort of machinery that we probably grew our reputation in the 90s and the noughties on such. But in recent years, we've been very much focusing on growing the scale of the product, shall we say, that we're selling. When you came along with your T6, and I was actually on the stand that day, I remember seeing David and yourself talking, and he was very excited from the moment that you approached him, for two reasons. One is, you're quite correct, We have a relationship with New Holland. They have used quite a lot of our product over the years for pictures, but also GRASSMEN are also a fantastic brand. Being a farmer myself, I've watched many's a video of yours over the years and was very keen to say, this is a good company.
You're not just a big boss, you're a big boss with a passion for farming.
Oh, farming, absolutely. My first love was farming, always was and always will be. I'm a farmer at heart. We have still a small family farm at home.
Well, I wasn't sure now when I came here today if I would be allowed to mention you've already said it there. So the fact that you've said it, I'm going to say I wasn't sure if I was going to be allowed to mention the word bale lifter, but like that is the rock that this house is built upon.
Yeah, I mean it's a product that that I suppose I take a lot of personal satisfaction out of, because I can remember now, I think 26, maybe 27 years ago, and we were a small Donegal farm, and so traditionally you made hay, and we had a very difficult summer, and this new technology, these black round bales were starting to appear, and I can remember there was very few people even in the area that would do it, but I decided that I had to do something, and we made a small field of round bales. Then we had no way of bringing them into the yard, and we were told by the guy who did the baling that if we took an old half shaft out of an old car and turned it into a bit of a spike, you could spike the bale, bring it down to the yard, set it off, and then patch the hole. So this to me seemed to be a very crude way of doing it. So from there the idea of the bale lifter started to take shape. And it's something that we developed. We were the first in the market with it. And yes, you asked me, am I proud of it? Yes, I am. I think it did a lot for Fleming's over the years, and it certainly built a reputation on having manufacturing good value, honest product that'll do the job that's asked of it.
Well, it's a fair comment to say, think of bale lifter, you think of Fleming.
Well, I'm quite happy to accept that compliment. Yes.
Let's go for a drive, sure.
Yes, indeed.
And
indeed.
I think
yes.
that'll be. But I think it's very important to say, and I am looking just over your shoulder. It's very fair to say that Fleming don't just make bale lifters. The trailer that I'm looking at here over your shoulder is like a small trailer. So that's not necessarily a farm trailer. Your trailers are seen on golf courses. They're seen everywhere now.
Well, it's I suppose we have in the industry and now the machinery industry in Ireland, we would feel that we've got a fairly unique business model. When you look at our product portfolio, we do an awful lot of product that some manufacturers might not consider, but because of the way we manufacture our product, we have a unique manufacturing system here. We also have a very strong sales team here. You mentioned David Mabin, who's also a farmer at heart and very passionate about his agriculture, but we have a very strong sales team here that very much want to chase sales and areas that maybe other companies haven't recognised for their potential. So yes, we're very much into a range of product, and for example our trailers, you talk about our 14-ton trailer, but I mean, one of our largest selling trailers is our 2-ton trailer. We also do a lot of, a 1-ton. Our 4-ton is a very good selling trailer. Our 8-ton double axle is probably our biggest selling trailer. But we do right up to a 25-foot flatbed. So we always want to do the range. And when you have a wide range, then you also have a wide marketplace for your product.
But like ourselves, we call it GRASSMEN, and we look at everything, but our heart lies to grass. And ultimately we name nearly all of your products. The heart of the company must lie there as well. When you can see that, because it's...
Well, I suppose again we're a product of our environment, aren't we? Because I mean, when you farm in Ireland, in any part of Ireland, but particularly in the northern half of Ireland, grass is predominantly what's growing here. And I suppose a lot of our products developed out of our understanding of the needs of farmers, which was all around grass. And now we've discovered that grass is, like yourselves, is a good place to be, and it gives you such a scope from we have product in football clubs in England, Manchester United, Tottenham Hotspur.
Good old team there, just saying.
Yes. And many others. There's many's a golf club around the UK and Ireland that has our product. But also we're very proud of the fact that almost every farm in the UK and Ireland has got a Fleming implement on it as well. So yeah, we're trying to, as you quite rightly said yourself, you spread your market as far and as wide as you can.
You've said you're a farmer.
Yes.
So you've said that. But yeah, I'm going to put you in the spot and say, what excites you the most about being here? Is it seeing the lorries leave with a product, or what product excites you the most? Or
well, you mentioned what excites me the most about here. We have a very, very passionate workforce here. We really have, and I know people sometimes play lip service to this sort of thing, but there's a lot of our guys out there are every bit as passionate as we are about the product, because they're local, they're farming stock, they know machines, and they take a pride in their work. And that's something that gives me a lot of personal satisfaction to know that, you talked about me about boss and big boss and earlier on, but if truth be told, this is not a hard organisation to manage, because so many of the people within the organisation really want the organisation to do well. So that's a brilliant environment to work in, like as such, and I'm really privileged to be one of the people who can lead and drive it, and and hopefully in successful ways. So without doubt, I take a huge amount of pride in the people that we have out there doing the work. Regarding product, I suppose I mentioned it earlier on, the bale lifter, because it was I was maybe a teenager, early 20s when that product came along. So I was very, very close to it, like as such, and I felt very, a lot of satisfaction out of developing that. I suppose that then maybe developed into the double bale lifter, which, as far as I'm concerned, is a fantastic product. And that again, how the conversation sort of over a few beers one night turned into, well, wouldn't it be great if you could put two bale lifters together and take two bales at a time, because tractors are getting so much bigger. And all of a sudden it's like a light bulb going on and saying, yeah, we can do this, like as such. So when you see how the product developed over 25 years and what it does today, then I take a lot of personal pride out of that. But regarding our product line, I mean, I love them all, like as such. I mean, I love our big trailers now, like as such. I think they're a fantastic product. We've put a lot of work into trying to get the balance right between weight on the drawbar and how the trailer ran, and stability and steep ground, and all of those things. You take a lot of satisfaction out of when people like yourself want to take our product, and actually put it onto a brand new T6 New Holland tractor, and we go, well, you know what, like our product actually sits and runs very nicely behind that ultra modern machine. So
absolutely, and by all accounts, you were at the Highland Show. We were at the Highland Show. We had it there, pride of place on the stand. So I mean, that is our shop.
Yeah.
Front, with all due respect, it's our shop front, and So I mean, obviously we were happy.
Yes.
To do that.
And so were we. Very much so.
And our first edition of our magazine, it's their pride of place in the front cover.
Well, I think as an organisation as well, you want to associate with good companies, and we have a lot of good suppliers here that were very loyal to us. We've also got a lot of customers that are very, very loyal to us over the years, and you want to be associated with good companies. Well, GRASSMEN are a good company as such. You're around a long time. You're very forward thinking in how you do things, like as such, and you're following clearly states that you're successful. Likewise with New Holland, you couldn't be associated with a better company than New Holland, like as such. They're one of the top manufacturers of machinery in the world, like so as such. So for us, it's a privilege to be involved in these type of scenarios, and for you to come down to us today and visit the factory and want to see around the factory, for us it's a compliment.
What's next for Fleming? Where are you going?
Well, I suppose there's exciting times ahead, hopefully, for us. We've just received in the last week planning permission for a new 28,000 square foot extension. Primarily...
Not too shabby then?
No. Well, primarily it's there to cater for the larger product. We've still a lot of ambition regarding trailers. We think that we can do a lot more in the marketplace, and that we will be doing a lot more in the marketplace over the next few years. So the expansion next year, 2019, will all be about placing the company, in a good position to really to develop the products and the markets that we feel that we're now in a position to exploit. So,
as a company, it excites us greatly whenever companies like yourselves are looking to the future, and with all the political upheaval that's going on all around us all the time, we're saying, you know what, we're marching forward, we're going forward, and if you allow us, we would love to maybe work with you and cover a little bit of that expansion, and as you build it till you start to roll out your first product, because it's, for us, it's exciting and great content. So that would be something we'd like to do if you allow us. Now, mind you, Connor on the camera's a little bit of a hazard in these situations. He's been known to be upside down here and there, but no, something like that. Yes. we would like to try and do, because I think there's a great interest in seeing these things come together and to getting them first products rolling off a new production line, etc. So,
if we build the shed and set it out the way we want it set out, that it will be capable of producing a lot of very good machinery, and will allow us then to grow again and take it to the next level.
And it's going to bring more employees.
Well, absolutely. I mean, we now have 115 employees here, and if you ask me honestly, did we start out, George Fleming and myself 30 years ago to employ 115 people? Absolutely not. It never was in our wildest dreams that we'd be employing that many people. We're employing maybe 10 or 15 people and working ourselves. But just as the success of the company grew, more and more people came along, and thankfully, again, we've got a good, strong management team here that it makes employing that many people a relatively easy task. It's a great, exciting time for all of us, and you'll be very welcome to be part of it.
Thank you very much for allowing us into the fight today. Hopefully it's just the beginning of our journey together, where we can keep coming back and running the odd feature as you go forward.
Absolutely, no problem. Thank you.